2 at the most, and it's going to be unconventional. I think he's going to pitch backwards, more off speed, and then fastballs late.
Justin Turner in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Out towards right center field. Soto gets under it. Corrals it. One down. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
One down, base is empty. That one to first, and foul ball.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Right-hander kick steals. And the 1-2 misses to even the count.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away. Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that bat. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Around first and hustling for second. Trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. And he's in there. It's a first inning double.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep.
Now this is through for a base hit. Here comes Springer around third. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead. To second, but way too late. Safe there. Kevin Biggio up to the plate. There's a strike. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
All you gotta do is concentrate and execute this next pitch. Get yourself out of the jam.
Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. They get a. We go to the bottom of the first. Here's the Yankees catch.
Ganando Toronto 1-0.
Now, Austin Wells. And a pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Here's someone, historically speaking, that prefers day games over night games, so I'm excited to see what he does in this one.
And he swings through that one. On the ground right side, and it goes just foul. The 0-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The pitch. That one just misses. That's a little bit low.
It's a good take.
Here's a 2-2. And that one hit to first. Guerrero takes it himself, so they get the out after a long battle at the plate. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
We know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing they can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. 1 out. Base is empty. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout. Juan Soto down. ground ball right side, and that chance handled. Gets it to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Top of the second, leading off, number 36. Swing and a miss. And that's strike one. Holmes, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a slider, a slurve, and he works in a four-seamer. Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there. And that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans, they're all going to appreciate you. Ed Drummond, he's that kind of umpire.
The pitch. Got him. Going up and down. And now it's Dalton Varsho. And first offering is fouled off. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Next pitch is downstairs. One down, base is empty. Wouldn't chase that time. Left-hand hitter waits. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Now here is Alejandro Kirk. No swing. He held up. Clyde Washington with the call there. Check swing. Went around. And 1-1. Two out, space is empty. And a swing and a miss. And a nice inning of work there as he... Back here in New York, now it's the DH, Giancarlo Stanton. And a swing and a miss. Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike 2. And a swing and a miss. 1 away. Well, that'll boost the swing and miss rate, Sing. He blew him away on 3 pitches. He didn't have a chance.
Yeah, Boog, a dominant strikeout for sure. And he just looked overmatched at the plate. You know, as a hitter, when you swing and miss 3 times in a row, you feel like you got a hole in your bat. You definitely start to question yourself.
Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Home team down a run. Bottom half of inning number 2. That one fouled off.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way.
Se fue la bola. Devuélvete. Se acabó el camino.
A gigantic blast. And we're full square. It's 1-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
El número 11, señores, véanlo ahí.
It's like he's playing wiffle ball. That's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. The slight opposite field into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Here's Gleyber Torres. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Kiermaier brings it in with a nice running grab. Here's Alex Verdugo.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter. And a tough one at that.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it.
Señores, eso no fue de película.
Top half of the 3rd inning. Here's Kiermaier now. And a pitch. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
That's one of those lookout pitches. As soon as it leaves the pitcher's hand, you start bracing for impact, knowing that it's going to be hard to get out of the way of that one.
Tries to get back and save. Turner, a guy with great back-to-ball skill.
Un slide.
Swing and a drive, deep
La
right
bola
field.
vas atrás,
That's back
atrás. Devuélvete.
And gone.
Que se te acabó el camino con corredor en base.
He sends
Señores,
one out the opposite
esto
way,
está de
and it
gusto,
gives them the
señores.
lead in the third. It's 3-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any
número
time in that
dos.
at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Señores, pero qué ronrón, señores. Can't believe it.
When you see a guy take a slider on the outside part of the plate and hit an opposite field home run, fires you up because not only is he flexing the muscles to show the pop, that kind of approach, you'll hit for a high average as well.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
0-2 is the count. 0-2 now. In the air, right field. Soto going after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. First pitch misses. And that one missing low.
No strike.
Bounced up the middle. Sneaks through, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Doubled in his first AB. Swing and a miss as he was late. Springer stands at first with one out. Runner on the go. Pitch is low. Go to second, and he's out.
Well, I really didn't expect him to try to steal second base because he had a very standard lead at best. If you're going to try to get there safely, you've got to get more in that lead. You've got to get a better jump. That was the difference between being safe and out.
Swing and a ball lifted to center field. That one gets down for a hit.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I could see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time.
Here goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Go to second. Out there. And the inning is over. The Jays get a pair on this homer. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. Back in the Bronx, bottom of the inning. And here is Anthony Rizzo. And a foul ball.
You know, these Yankees, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time. And that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boo.
In the air out to center. Nabs it, and there's one down. Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu. Strike one.
Bueno, señores, un slide le tira. 0-1's the count. Strike, 0 bola. Un out.
There's a swing and a miss. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike three.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Ground ball right side. Fires over to Guerrero. That's the third out. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, out of the fourth. Down the third baseman, Kevin Biggio. Fall off foul.
Well, these Jays showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Tosses to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth. Now it's the second baseman. Struck out looking his first time. Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. Did not go. On the ground to the left. Volpe on the run. Sends it over to first. He's out. 2 outs. Base is empty. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. And that's in the dirt.
Primera bola, señores.
Into center. Judge has it sized up and puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. Back for more from the Bronx. Bottom of the fourth at the plate. Aaron Judge. The right-hander back to work. Swing and a miss.
Well, in terms of hitting rocket home runs, Judge is near the top of that list. Only Giancarlo Stanton has hit more with greater exit velocity than Judge. Look out, though. Shohei is quickly climbing those charts.
Base hit. So runner aboard to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Soto swings through it for strike one. Judge on the run. One attempt misses. And safe. It's a stolen base.
Señores, vamos a pedir la repetición, no le gustó. Pero bueno. El hombre iba a media calle. Y él se durmió mucho en home, sí, pero tranquilo. Quieto, señores, quieto ahí mismo. Señores, hay una jugada cerrada, señores, la jugada está muy cerrada. Señores, la jugada está cerrada. Bueno, señores, se ve ahí. Señores. Vamos a ver qué dicen los árbitros, señores, pero dice, se ve que ahí, señores. Vamos a ver qué dicen los árbitros, la decisión de los árbitros ahora. Vamos a ver ahora. Señores, 6 en segunda. 12 trae 0 bola para Soto. Línea que conecta con una bola, va atrás. Señores,
It's 3-3. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. I'm sure he wanted that pitch down below the zone. It stayed up a little bit. He paid a dear price for it. Just a great swing to the ball, through the ball, and a nice round trip.
Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. There's a swing and a drive. Kiermaier going back on it. Pulls it in on the warning track. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. First pitch swinging.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Strike two. Comes on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike three.
Some really good tunnel action there. That's a picture-perfect slider to get the strikeout. Starts over the middle of the plate, dives hard off the outside corner. You know, he's probably thinking about the fastball he got the pitch before, and there's no way to hold up when you tunnel that well.
Here comes Gleyber Torres. In the air, right side. And that's a fair ball. And that rolls into the corner. Throws to second, and that's a double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
And the 1-0. This one lifted in the air, left field. Varsho moving under it. Brings it in. And that is the inning. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. We're tied now with 3 apiece. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. And the right-hander back to work. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Kirk measures 5 feet 8 inches, 245 pounds, and he's a native of Mexico. The pitch.
Yo se trae una bola.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. Here's Kevin Kiermaier.
Pretty amazing, going way back. Possibly the best center fielder I've ever seen.
Check swing went around. Strike 1.
Señores, lo cambia el árbitro. Bueno, el árbitro cambia el 10, señores, a esta hora. El quinto inning 3-3, señores.
That's in there.
Ya con el flyer, no se trae por la bola. Un out, señores.
Trying to hold up on the 0-2. Now a look down to third, and he held up. 1-2 now. And down on strikes. 2 gone now. And it'll bring up Justin Turner. Line drive, base hit. So the inning is still alive with Bo Bichette coming to the dish.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Tries to get back and save. Two outs. Runner takes off. Pitch inside. Go to second. Out there. And that ends the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Anthony Rizzo steps to the plate. Gosman back to work. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. To the right side. And that one handled. Gathers and throws to first. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. Here's DJ LeMahieu. Swings through that one. Next pitch is outside. One down, base is empty. Swings and misses, and one down below the zone. Right side, hard hit. Fires over to Guerrero. And a couple of quick outs. Back to the top of the Yankee order. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Austin Wells. Swings and misses. It's 0-1. Comebacker to the mound. In plenty of time to first, and the Yanks go quietly. Back now in the Bronx. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now it's the shortstop, Bo Bichette. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike. This one in the air, center field. Hauls it in after a long run. And there's one down. And the batter is George Springer. And that one fouled off. All tied up, and we're in the top half of the 6th. That to right. Soto gets under it. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Ball 1, no strikes. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., that swing so reminiscent of his dad. Lots of pop. The pitch.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
At the belt and fires. And down on strikes he goes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2-3-4, due up. Back in the Bronx. Well, we go bottom 6. Aaron Judge at the plate. And he deals.
Señores,
And that's ripped into left. Base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
With the go-ahead run at first, here in the bottom of the sixth. Step off. Oh, he jumped early. No throw. He's in there safely.
Señores, y le metió una recta media sopa y la desaparece. Páresen de esos asientos, señores, páresen.
Late with the swing there.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Judge headed for the plate. He scores and they have the lead. It's 4-3. Now they've got him in a rundown. And they put the tag on him for the out. Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. And he grounds one back up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Safely into second. He's got a double. Not stopping. He's going for three. And he's got himself a triple.
Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the end.
High fly ball out to left center. Kiermaier sizes this one up and makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. He's in on the sacrifice fly, and they lead by 2. Here is Gleyber Torres. Late on that fastball.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. 2 down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Top of inning number 7. Here's the third baseman, Cavan Biggio. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Here's the second baseman. Started to go after it. Now a look down to first. Didn't go. The Yankees leading by 2 here in the top half of inning number 7. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder. And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Varsho stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. There's a strike. The 1-1. And a foul ball.
Now, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
2 outs. Got it. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Back at Yankee Stadium, bottom of the 7th. Here's the left fielder, Alex Verdugo. Gausman back to work. Fly ball pretty well struck right field. He shoots one out to right. It's 6-3. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
Rizzo now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there.
You know, these Yankees, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well. With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of
trabajar con golpes, señores, tenemos mucho que trabajamos con golpes, la Cuava, el Manquito, New York, señores, trabaja New York, señores.
Here comes the skipper. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Yimi Garcia.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And that one is lifted in the air. And there's 2 away. So the lineup flips over. And next for New York, Austin Wells. Swings through that. Yankees up by 3. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Hard hit, right side. Fires over to Guerrero. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. The Yanks do get 1 on the solo homer. It's now 6-3. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back at Yankee Stadium, and here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Here comes a pitch. That's down and in, a slider missed. Fly ball center field. Judge really on his horse for this one. He's got it, and there's 1 down. And next for Toronto, Kevin Kiermaier. He's 0 for 1. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that's downstairs and outside. The Yanks leading by 3, and we're at the top of the 8th. And look out, that one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Señores, tienen que saludarme el marido de Emily, se llama Miguel Ángel Tito, señores, vaya.
Back to the top.
Ahí, señores.
Ian Hamilton taking over on the mound.
Y mándale un envique a Ubito de la Rosa, señores.
That one's in there.
Here's a run-scoring opportunity. You definitely got to push something across because it's not going to get any easier. To get to the 9th, the lockdown crews are ready to come in.
Good eye in that spot.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Pitch misses, and it's 2-2. But he's back. Right-handed reliever. Kiermaier on the go. Oh, save! Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. Swing and a miss. And the count even 1-1. There's a strike, 95 of that one. Kicks and fires. Got it by him for a Blue Jays help. Back in the Bronx, it's Aaron Judge now. And a pitch. And a big swing and a miss. Garcia, 6'1" righty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a sinker, a slider, and he works in a changeup. And fires in a fastball at 95. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here's Juan Soto. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom half of the 8th inning. That's a hit.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Stanton now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Tries to get back and save. Now the 0-1. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And here it comes. That misses the zone, and the count 1-2.
0-2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
Well, you rarely ever see 3 curveballs in a row because that's one of those pitches that's most effective when you haven't seen it recently. You might see 3 sliders in a row, but right there, he was feeling that curveball and figured he could finish with that pitch.
Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Swings and misses, struck him out. The Yanks lead 1. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, new inning getting started. New pitcher for the Yankees, Tommy Kahnle.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Strike 1.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Springer gets his lead at first with nobody out. Got him looking. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Now the third baseman, Kevin Biggio. Now a check swing, but he held up. And he dives back in time. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. Man at first, 1 away. Tries to get back and save. Got him looking. 2 away.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Number 36 stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Swings through that one for strike 2. Kahnle is just 1 strike away. Soto really on his horse for it. Can't get there. This one lands foul. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Ball game.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year.